Hello and welcome to Study IQ. This video will be in English language and it will cover all the best multiple choice questions from the first week of September. So I'll cover around I think 75 questions from the first week of September. There were some questions, but I have filtered and I am bringing to you only the best ones so that you don't have to study everything. Also, I'll bring consolidated videos for awards and functions and books and authors. There was a video on books and authors from January to May that has already been uploaded, and a video is coming tonight from May to August. So that will cover all the books and authors. Similarly, a video on awards and honors will be coming to you in English language very soon. Now you can follow me on Facebook. You will get a lot of updates regarding our channel, what we are up to. This is the Facebook URL www.facebook.com/Gaurav Garg Education. And don't forget to subscribe our channel, because if you subscribe, then you will get all the updates. If you don't, then there are videos which you might get missed. Now our pen drive course, it is selling now for IBPS PO and clerk, and I have received thousands of testimonials over the course of last 7 days. A lot of students have cleared RBI grade B phase 1 and LICAO exam courtesy this pen drive. So if you can go to my Facebook page, you will find all the testimonials from all the students. You can increase your score by at least 25% within just 7 days of its use. So it's selling, and this is the number that you have to call, 97165238859, or you can email at gaurav.studyiq@gmail.com. Banking awareness questions for June, July and August in English I have already uploaded on the channel. You can take a look at that. August one, I have prepared the video, but it will be uploaded by tonight. So July and August is very important. 6 months is very important. So your exam is in November. Before that 6 months. So I have started from June onwards. So without further ado, let's start. ASEAN Summit 2016 is being organized in which country? ASEAN Summit, it just concluded. ASEAN is a group. It's a big group, ASEAN, and ASEAN, the full form is also very important. It is Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Association of Southeast Asian Nations. And ASEAN Summit is being organized. It just concluded in the capital of Laos, which is called Vientiane. So don't get confused between Vientiane and Vietnam. Answer is Laos, because the capital is Vientiane. Vietnam, the capital is Hanoi. And Modi was on a tour to Vietnam also. So questions related to Vietnam can come. Cambodia is a small country, and China, of course, everyone knows. So Laos, Vietnam. Don't get confused between Vientiane and Vietnam. ASEAN Summit just concluded in Vientiane. One more thing I want to say, that this was the 28th ASEAN Summit. That also they can ask. Which state celebrates an agricultural festival called Nokhai? So Nokhai is a festival. In fact, it's pronounced wrong. It's Nuakhai. It is like this, Nuakhai. Nuakhai is a festival. It is celebrated in which state of India? So it is basically an agricultural festival. Agricultural festival means when the crop ripe, when it is time to reap the harvest, that time they celebrate it. For rice especially. Rice is a kharif crop. Rice, maize, all of these are kharif crops. And we also have some rabi crops like wheat, like oat, like barley. These are rabi crops. They get harvested around March, Holi. And rice gets harvested around this time, September, October. So that is kharif crop. So when in Odisha, rice crop, it's time to harvest the reap, there is a good reap, they celebrate Nokhai. So it is celebrated mostly in Western Odisha. So the answer is Odisha. And it is celebrated one day after Ganesh Chaturthi. So this time Ganesh Chaturthi and Teachers Day both were on 5th September. Teachers Day is always on 5th September. And Ganesh Chaturthi this time was on 5th September. So 6th September was celebrated Nuakhai in Odisha. Which film directed by Ram Reddy? Which film that is directed by Ram Reddy has got the Best Film Award at the BRICS Film Festival held in New Delhi, of course. So BRICS Film Festival was held in New Delhi recently, and you have to tell which film directed by Ram Reddy got the Best Film Award at the BRICS Film Festival. So BRICS, as you know by now, I keep repeating it in every video. It is an association of 5 countries: Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. And you should know head of state of the BRICS also. Brazil, Michel Temer. Russia, Putin. India, Modi. China, Xi Jinping. And South Africa is Jacob Zuma. So the film that we are talking about, which got the best film award at the Brix Film Festival, was Thithi. Thithi is a film from Karnataka. It is a Kannada movie film. So that these things are very, very important. If you know these, you will feel very confident. Which famous environmentalist, the person who works for the protection of environment, for climate change, they are called environmentalists or ecologists. Which environmentalist has won the 2016 Heritage Heroes Award? Heritage Heroes Award of the International Union for Conservation of Nature. Very, very important. So, International Union for Conservation of Nature, it divides animal into critically endangered, vulnerable, etc., depending on how far they are from getting extinct, how expedient it is. So that is one. And IUCN is very, very important. Its full form is important also. It has given recently Heritage Heroes Award to Bibhuti Lahakar, famous environmentalist Bibhuti Lahokar. And this award was given at World Conservation Congress, which took place in Honolulu. Honolulu is a very important tourist spot in Hawaii, United States of America. So, and Bibhuti Lahakar has become the first Asian, not just Indian, first Asian to get this award, and also the first person from Assam to get this award. So Bibhuti Lahakar is from Assam, and Bibhuti Lahakar has worked to save the Manas National Park area in Assam. MobiKwik, the popular online company MobiKwik, has launched a new facility where one can make payment even without data connection. So MobiKwik has launched a facility where you can make the payment even without data connection. You do not require data connection for that. What it is called? They have named it. It's a very innovative name. It is called Bubble Pin. It is called Bubble Pin. Our central government has launched which program that will provide technological solutions to boost startups? So the entire country is waking up to the startup ecosystem now. It is in fact the startups which will be responsible for creation of wealth, creation of jobs. And Startup India was launched by the central government. Now they have launched another program that will provide technological solutions. So you can say that this is a complement to Startup India. It is a complementary program to Startup India. So this will be called Nidhi, and this is very, very important. And the full form of Nidhi can also be asked. In Hindi, the meaning of Nidhi is money, or you can also say treasure. Nidhi means treasure, and the full form of Nidhi they will surely ask in exam. So let me tell you the full form also. The full form of Nidhi is National Initiative. It is slightly longer, for developing and harnessing. National Initiative for Developing and Harnessing Innovations. That is the full form of Nidhi. Who has been appointed as the part-time chairman of Unique Identification Authority of India, the Aadhaar card organization, which is called UIDAI, Unique Identification Authority of India? See, Nandan Nilekani, he resigned. He was a chairman of UIDAI. Since then, since the resignation of Nandan Nilekani, who is also one of the founders of Infosys. You know that Infosys has many founders. One of them is Nandan Nilekani. Nandan Nilekani, he resigned from the chairmanship of UIDAI. After that, no chairman has been appointed. Only part-time chairmen are appointed one after the other. So after Nandan Nilekani resigned in 2014, there was this guy called Rajesh Jain. He was also a part-time member. Then there was Anand Deshpande. He was also part-time member. Now another person has been made a part-time chairman. His name is J. Satyanarayan. So these three persons, they are all part-time chairmen. First Rajesh Jain, then Anand Deshpande, and now J. Satyanarayan. This is a phenomenal question. I'll tell you why. See, in Kashmir, in India, there was a curfew. In fact, it was the longest curfew, 51 days curfew, if you remember. Now, whenever there is a curfew, whenever the events preceding curfew, I'm talking about the events preceding curfew in Jammu and Kashmir, there were a lot of mobs, unrest, anarchy, pandemonium. So, and the people were throwing acid bottles and stones on the policemen, military. So, military retaliated using pellet guns. But pellet guns, there were complaints that pellet guns killed A few people, not many, but a few. But they injured, they caused serious injuries, even blindness in a lot of people. So Supreme Court said that pellet guns are not the, not the alternative. You can't tame the crowd, or you can't control the crowd using pellet guns, because they can cause serious injuries, as seen in a lot of people. So there was a committee which was being set up, and this committee was called TVSN Prasad Committee. Very, very important. TVSN Prasad Committee. And Supreme Court said that make a committee. So the government formed TVSN Prasad Committee, and the purpose of this committee was that you suggest some alternative methods to control the crowd. So TVSN Prasad Committee has suggested Chilli-based PAVA shells. PAVA shells. What are these PAVA shells? PAVA shell, the full form of PAVA is, this is very, very important, this one, pelargonic acid vanillyl amide. I repeat, pelargonic acid vanillyl amide. So these guns will be filled with this chemical called pelargonic acid vanillyl amide. And if policemen use, military use this gun to silence the crowd, it will it will make the person latent, or it will make the person for a few seconds, for a few minutes, it will disable the person, but it will not cause a serious injury. So let's see if this alternative is approved by the government, but this is the recommendation of the TVSN Prasad Committee. So these PAVA shells are chili based. You know that chili powder and chili paste, chili liquid, these are all used, tear gas and all these are used to silence the crowd. Our health ministry has launched a campaign recently to eradicate which disease in India? This is extremely important question. This campaign, and you know who is our health minister? It is Mr. JP Nadda. If you want to know all the health ministers of India, you can check out my video, Cabinet and Ministers. I have covered all the three types of ministers. I have covered the Cabinet Minister, I have covered Minister of State, and I have covered Minister of State with independent charge. All of them I have covered in my video. You can check that video out. Now our health minister is Mr. JP Nadda. And under his mentorship, there is a campaign that has been launched. What is that campaign? For which disease that campaign is for? So that campaign is called LCDC, and they can ask you the full form of LCDC also. LCDC means Leprosy Case Detection Campaign. I repeat, Leprosy Case Detection Campaign. Leprosy is a very, very dangerous disease. It is caused by a bacteria which is called Mycobacterium leprae. Mycobacterium leprae, and this is not just a disease of nervous system. It is a disease of respiratory system also. It is a disease of dermatology, that is skin also. So lot of systems are affected by leprosy. Very, very dangerous disease. So the answer is leprosy. Maharashtra Governor C. Vidyasagar Rao has been given the additional charge of which state by President Pranab Mukherjee? C. Vidyasagar Rao is the celebrated governor of Maharashtra. Now the president has given him additional charge. It is the duty of the president. It is incumbent upon the president to give the governors their charge. So the governor is always appointed by the president, and president, it is the will of the president. He works as per the pleasure of the president. That is, the president can dismiss a governor whenever he wants. He can ask for resignation from the governor. He can assign the duty. He can give the additional charge. C. Vidyasagar Rao has been given additional charge of Tamil Nadu. What is the amount that foreign investors will have to invest to secure a permanent residency status from the government of India? So this concept they have copied from Spain. If you remember, 2 years back, even till now, Spain is in a big economic crisis. So the Spain government had an innovative idea. You invest $800,000 in our country, $800,000 in our country, and we will give you the citizenship of Spain. A lot of people invested in Spain, but I mean, it is not a quick fix. But still, a lot of people invested in Spain to get the residency status of the beautiful country of Spain. So the government of India has done something very, very similar. It is not giving permanent citizenship, but it is giving residency status. That is, you can stay for 10 years in India. Okay, you will get a visa. So what is the amount foreign investors will have to invest to secure a permanent residency status from the government of India? So this is a very, very innovative step. And the amount which they have to spend, I repeat, there are two conditions. Either you invest 10 crore rupees within 18 months, or you invest 25 crore rupees in 36 months. So the answer for this question will be 10 crore. Unfortunately, it is not given in options. So you can just mark one option as 10 crore. That is the answer. Either you invest 10 crore rupees within 18 months, or you invest 25 crore rupees within 36 months, you will get the residency status. And you can stay in India for 10 years. And one more thing, one more condition is that within 1 year, you have to give the employment to at least 20 Indians. 20 Indians, that is also one condition. So it's a very, very positive step by our government. Who is selected as the chairman of the committee constituted by the center to study silt in river Ganga? You know what is silt? This like an alluvium that is brought by the river, silt. So chairman of the committee constituted by the center. So this river Ganga, we have a ministry also, which is called Water Resource Ministry. That is also responsible for the cleaning of Ganga. So our Water Resource Minister is Uma Bharti. She is responsible for the Ganga National Mission for cleaning Ganga. And river Ganga is in Bihar. Yes, it's in Bihar, in Patna, Munger, lot of places. So the question is, there was a committee being set up to study the silt in river Ganga. Who was the chairman of it? Chairman was Mr. A.K. Sinha. And all of these 4 members are in that committee. But the chairman is Mr. A.K. Sinha. Ali Bongo. Mr. Ali Bongo, he was the president of an African country. Okay. He has been re-elected as the president. He has been re-elected as the president. Which African country are we talking about? I'm not sure whether you have heard the name of this country also or not. It is Gabon. Small country in Central Africa. Even Tanzania is in Central Africa. Morocco is not in Central Africa. You know it. Morocco is the westernmost country. Morocco, then Algeria. Here you have small country Tunisia, then Libya, then Egypt. These are the top 4 countries of Africa. So Gabon is the answer. Which category of loan will be regulated as a separate category of non-banking financial company by the RBI? The Central Bank of India, that is Reserve Bank of India, it has said that which loan will be regulated as a separate category altogether. See, this loan is a form of crowdfunding. Okay, this loan is a type of crowdfunding. It is P2P, peer-to-peer loans. Peer-to-peer loans will now be, they will be regulated as a separate category of loans by the Reserve Bank of India. So India's economic growth was how much % in the first quarter of current fiscal? I have noticed one thing, that a lot of you people, you are confused between these words. What is fiscal? What is financial year? What is calendar year and all that? So you are confused in this. See, let me ameliorate your confusion once and for all. So let's first talk about what is a financial year. By the way, financial year and fiscal, they mean absolutely same. You can call it a financial year also, you can call it a fiscal year or just fiscal. No need to add even year. Financial year and fiscal, they are the same thing. Every country has a different financial year or has a different fiscal year depending on since when they start counting. Okay. See, in India, all the financial things, they are done from 1st of April. So the financial year in India starts from 1st of April and it continues till 31st of March. Okay. 1st of April to 31st of March of next year is called the financial year. It is also called the fiscal in India. Now I am talking about the first quarter of current fiscal. So this fiscal started from 1st April 2016. Now first quarter means what? There are 12 months in a year. They are divided into 4 quarters of 3 months each. In the first 3 months, that is April, May and June. Okay, these 3 months, what was the growth of India? In fact, it was the slowest. It was the lowest growth in last 6 years, 7.1%. So don't be too happy. It is 7.1%. Other countries are growing in negative. It's not like that. We have to compare with our previous years, not with other countries. So 7.1% is the growth in the first quarter of the current fiscal. Okay, so 7.1%. Now the next quarter will be after June, July, August, September. So the report will come somewhere around in October. Which state government has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Ministry of Civil Aviation, Airport Authority of India to develop 11 small airports and airstrips? Don't confuse this question with Maharashtra. See, in Maharashtra, they want non-functional airports. Okay. In Maharashtra, they want non-functional airports, as I explained to you in my previous video. Okay. This particular state, it wants functional airports. It does not want non-functional airports. So 11 small airports and airstrips. They have signed a deal with the memorandum of understanding with Ministry of Civil Aviation and Airport Authority of India. What is the difference between a memorandum of understanding and a deal? or a contract. See, a deal or a contract is legally binding. If you break it, you are in trouble. Memorandum of understanding, it is not legally binding. Still, your reputation takes a hit, you know, if you break a MOU, but it is not like it is legally binding on you. Okay, that is the only difference between a MOU and a deal. So they have signed a memorandum of understanding with the Ministry of Civil Aviation and Airport Authority of India. By the way, one question for you, you have to write in comments. Who is the cabinet minister for Ministry of Civil Aviation? Okay, that you write in comments if you know. If you don't, then study and then write. So the answer is Gujarat. Answer is Gujarat. Petroleum Companies of India, they are holding first international conference on cooking gas. What is cooking gas? Cooking gas is called LPG, liquefied petroleum gas. By the way, in India, we use isobutane. Okay, we use isobutane as liquefied petroleum gas. Some countries use propane also. In India, we use isobutane. Some countries use a mixture of butane and propane. So it depends from country to country. But we use isobutane as liquefied petroleum gas that we fill in our cylinder. Now, liquefied petroleum gas, it is, it is odorless, which means it does not have any smell. So if the gas leaks, how will you come to know if it is odorless? That is why we add a chemical, which is called C2H5SH. Okay, see, S represents sulfur, and you know that in chemistry, sulfur is called thio. So this is called thioethanol. Okay, but the thioethanol is a common name. Okay, the scientific name is ethyl mercaptan. Ethyl mercaptan, also called thioethanol. This compound is a foul smelling compound which we add to the liquefied petroleum gas, cooking gas, so that if the LPG leaks, we get to know. Okay, so now the petroleum companies are holding the first international conference ever on cooking gas. So where was it held? It was held in the capital of Odisha, which is Bhubaneswara. Bhubaneswar is also called what? It is called the temple city of India. Okay, so try to relate the things when you study current affair. That way you will feel very confident. By the way, Bhubaneswar is not the only temple city in India. There are a lot of temple city in India. Madurai is also there. Madurai is there. Vijayawada is there. Lot of temple cities are there. But in exam, the most acceptable answer is Bhubaneswar. Solang festival is celebrated in which state? Recently it was celebrated. I have made a video also in Static GK, Festivals of India, especially the Northeast India. Because the festivals of Northeast India are frequently asked, like the Losar festival, the Hornbill festival, the Solang festival and all these. So check out that video. Okay, Solang festival, it was recently celebrated in which state? Solang festival is a festival of Arunachal Pardesh. Arunachal Pradesh. Why it is celebrated, that also you should know. So, it is celebrated by a tribals, Adi tribe of Arunachal Pradesh. It is celebrated on first week of September every year for 5 days. And this is basically a symbol of harmony, socio-religious harmony. Now, our railways, it has done a fantastic job. It has launched an insurance scheme, okay, for passengers traveling on electronic ticket. The insurance cover will be how many lakhs? So, first tell me how much amount, how many rupees you have to pay, to railways. You just have to pay 1 rupee. That's it. Therefore, it is a fantastic example of economies of scale. If you are a student of economics, you will know what is economies of scale. Economies of scale means when you do something in bulk, I will tell you in layman terms, okay. When you do something in bulk, then the price reduces. Okay, that is called economies of scale. You manufacture 1 soap, it will cost you 100 rupees. If you manufacture 1 lakh soaps, they will cost you somewhere 50 rupees. This is an example of economies of scale. When something is given in bulk, then you can decrease the cost. So, both the fixed cost and the variable cost. Now, the economies of scale, this is an example. 1 rupee only you have to pay to the railway department, and God forbid if you die or if you are permanently disabled, you will be given 10 lakh rupees. So that is the answer, because they are asking up to how many lakhs, which means they are asking the maximum amount. Okay. Now, let's say you meet an accident while traveling in railway, and you are not permanently disabled or you don't die, but you have partial disability, then you will be given 7.5 lakhs. Now let's say if you have injuries and you are hospitalized, so hospitalized you will get 2 lakh rupees from railways. Let's say a person dies, so to transport his dead body to his relatives, he will be given 10,000 rupees. So these are some of the provisions of this scheme, and it's a fantastic scheme. Just 1 rupee premium and up to 10 lakh you can get. Who is the new president of Brazil? By now, this is a common question if you have been following my videos. It is Michel Temer. So he became the president of Brazil after Dilma Rousseff was thrown out by the parliament. Thrown out means impeachment. She was impeached. And well, Brazil is a country which is in a complete disarray. Yes, they organized a fantastic Olympics, but their economy has been on a free fall. It is plummeting like anything. So, a lot of challenges for the new president, Michel Temer. Name the Indian coal company which has signed a MOU with the Indian Council of Forestry Research and Education, ICFRE, for effectively monitoring of environmental projects issues in the coal mining operations. So, which is that Indian company which has signed a MOU with Indian Council of Forestry Research and Education, which is ICFRE, for effectively monitoring of its projects, coal mining projects. So, you know that the maximum, in fact, this question was recently asked in one of the SSC CGL exams. Which is the largest source of electricity in India? It is still coal. 60 to 70% of electricity in India is made from coal only, even today. So coal is and will remain for a considerable time, for foreseeable future. It will remain the most important, our raw material. And most of the coal is in Damodar Valley area, Hazaribagh, Singhbhum, Jharkhand, and this Jharkhand, some part of West Bengal, some part of Bihar. That belt is Damodar Valley belt. So in that belt you will find most of the coal, Dhanbad and all these areas. So the company name is Coal India Limited. Coal India Limited. Which telecommunication company allotted rupees 5,000 crore venture capital fund to help young entrepreneurs? Since they are asking telecommunication company, in the option there is only one telecommunication company, Reliance Jio. Reliance Jio is the answer. Reliance Jio is a dream project of Mukesh Ambani. Okay. And Reliance Jio is launched with an investment of 1.5 lakh crore, $20 billion. And Mukesh Ambani, this entrepreneurial venture by Mukesh Ambani is the largest in terms of money in the world. No project has started in the world with a capital of 1.5 lakh crore. So he has got deep pockets, he has got cash to burn, and that is why he has caused a disruptive innovation. He has completely he scared all others, because he is going for a price war. When in a oligopolistic market like Indian telecom market, you go for a price war, then who will benefit? The one with the deepest pockets, because it's a oligopolistic market. So not everybody can survive here. So 5,000 crore he has kept for motivating young entrepreneurs financially. Anuradha Rao, she is appointed as the MD and CEO of which SBI enterprise? SBI Insurance, SBI Mutual Fund, SBI Travancore, that is the State Bank of India Travancore near Tirunanthapuram, or SBI Life Insurance Company Limited. See, Anuradha Rao, she is now the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of SBI Mutual Fund. Why she has been made? Because the person who was previously the MD and CEO, his name was Mr. Dinesh Kumar, is right now made the MD of State Bank of India. So if they ask you who is the State Bank of India Managing Director, the answer is Dinesh Kumar. If they ask you who is the Chairman of State Bank of India, the answer is one of the most powerful women in the world, Arunachal Bhattacharyya. If they ask you who is the MD and CEO of SBI Mutual Fund, the answer is Anuradha Rao. So as you know, SBI is merging. SBI is becoming one. The 5 associate banks of SBI, the Mysore, Hyderabad, Jaipur and Bikaner, and Travancore, and one more is there. So these 5 and Bharatiya Mahila Bank, total 6 banks are merging in SBI. So huge responsibility will be on shoulder of Dinesh Kumar, who is now the MD of SBI. And I was reading yesterday that this Achyutanandan from Kerala, he is saying that SBI Travancore should not be merged with SBI because of various reasons. So I will make a video on SBI merger very shortly. Kiran Mazumdar, one of the most powerful women in India and world. She is the chairperson of Biocon. So don't get confused if I say chairman and chairperson, they mean the same thing. Chairman is chairman. But if it is a woman, then we don't say chairwoman. Instead we say chairperson. Okay, that is the only thing. So Kiran Mazumdar Shaw, chairperson and managing director of Biocon, has been awarded a very, very big honor, which is called Knight of the Legion of Honor. I repeat, Knight of the Legion of Honor, which in French language is called L'Ordre National de la Légion d'Honneur. So I was able to pronounce it because I know French language. Don't try to pronounce it. Knight of the Legion of Honor. This is the honor of which country? So it is a honor of France. And this she has got for her contribution to biosciences, research field, global research, etc. Falcon 9 rocket. Falcon 9 rocket, it was launched recently. It is called what you call space tourism. Okay, there are two big companies which are in space tourism. One is the Virgin Atlantic, which is a company of Virgin Atlantic. It is a company of a person who has also written his autobiography, which is called Losing My Virginity. Now you have to tell me, who is this fellow? Who is this fellow who owns Virgin Airways, Virgin Atlantic, everything? Okay, very, very celebrated person. So what is his name? Now write in comments. Another famous company for space tourism is by a guy called Elon Musk, one of the greatest geniuses of our time. One of the founders of PayPal, one of the founders of Tesla. All these big companies, lot of big companies. One of the founders, Elon Musk. Elon Musk is also the one of the founders of Tesla. He is the CEO of Tesla, in fact, right now. And SpaceX is the answer. SpaceX is a company of space tourism. It is a company of Elon Musk, and it launched a rocket called Falcon 9, but it exploded. Where did it explode? Florida. Now, does it strike a bell? Does it ring a bulb? Does it light a bulb in your brain? Florida. Have you heard about this Bermuda Triangle? Bermuda Triangle, it is a triangle, okay. Now, if any ship goes here, it disappears. And nobody has been able to tell why. There are a lot of conspiracy theories. Some say there are ghosts. Some say there are some, cyclones or whatever. A lot of theories are there. One of the three vertex of the triangle is formed by Florida. Okay. One of the three vertex is formed by Florida. Another vertex is formed by Bermuda. And the third vertex is formed by a Central American country. So, these are the, in fact, third is by Costa Rica. So, these are the three triangle. These are the three vertex of the triangle. So, one triangle is by Florida. So, maybe this rocket has exploded, has to do something with the Bermuda Triangle also. Who knows? So, the answer is SpaceX, the company. And SpaceX CEO is Elon Musk. Former West Indies bowler Courtney Walsh, who was the first bowler of the world to take 500 wickets in test matches. He was a very good bowler. He is now the bowling coach of which team? So, Courtney Walsh, there was a great partnership in cricket. Courtney Walsh and Ambrose. Ambrose and Walsh, there was a great partnership, bowling partnership. And Courtney Walsh is now the bowling coach of Bangladesh. Vice President of India, Mr. Hamid Ansari. Hamid Ansari, let me tell you something about him. Our first Vice President was Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. Our first President was Rajendra Prasad. Rajendra Prasad was President for 2 terms. And those 2 terms, Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan was the Vice President of India. So, the first Vice President of India, Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, on whose commemoration we celebrate Teachers' Day, he was for 10 years. After that, for another 50-60 years, we had no Vice President who was for 2 terms. All were for 1 term. And Hamid Ansari is the only Vice President apart from Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan to serve 2 terms. He was made Vice President in 2007. He served till 2012. In 2012, he was, his term, he was given another term. So 2012 to 2017, he will be the Vice President again. So he is serving his 2nd term. So Hamid Ansari, he is also the Chairman of Rajya Sabha. You know that Vice President is Chairman of Rajya Sabha. In fact, let me tell you something interesting. Vice President does not draw his salary as the Vice President. He draws his salary as the Chairman of the Rajya Sabha. So Hamid Ansari inaugurated the 4th phase of the Vidya Dhanam project. Vidya means knowledge in Hindi. In English, sorry. Vidya means knowledge. Dhanam means, the wealth of knowledge project. At which place? So, Vidya Dhanam project, as the name suggests, Vidya, knowledge, it is for students. It is basically that the meritorious students will be given scholarships. That is the Vidya Dhanam project. It is launched in Kerala. And you have to tell me, Vidya Dhanam project was launched where? So, Vidya Dhanam project was launched in a place called Kochi in Ernakulam. So, the answer is Kochi. Sidhu, the famous cricketer, comedian, in fact, comedy host is a better word. So, Navjot Singh Sidhu, he resigned from BJP. he has been angry for last 2-3 years because he was not given a ticket from Amritsar, where Arun Jaitley himself contested against Captain Amrinder Singh and lost. So Sidhu was not given a ticket. He is angry. So he was made the chairman of, he was given a member of parliament MP seat in Rajya Sabha, but he was not happy. So he quit BJP. Then there were rumors he will join Aam Aadmi Party. He didn't do that also. So he has launched now his own party. So his own party, and it is called, what is the name? Awaaz-E-Punjab, Andaaz-E-Punjab, Tehreek-E-Punjab or Aasman-E-Punjab. It is called Awaaz-E-Punjab. And let's see how many seats he wins. I am expecting that he will win 0 seats. And in Punjab, there are 117 seats in the Vidhan Sabha or Legislative Assembly. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he has allotted 200 crore rupees. He has given a project, allotment of 200 crore rupee for improving infrastructure of sports for for youth, sports activities, to promote sports activities in which state? So this state is Jammu and Kashmir. It's a direct question. Jammu and Kashmir. Now, which of these local political parties are confined to a particular state? Okay, less than 4 states, it is called a local political party. If it is in 4 or more than 4 states, it is called a national party. It should be a state party in 4 or more states. Okay, it should be given a status of state party in 4 or more states by the Election Commission. Only then it will be categorized as a national party. So which local party got a national party status by Election Commission of India recently? This is also the ruling party in West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee's party, Trinamool Congress, All India Trinamool Congress. G20 summit. I am already in the process of making a video on G20 summit. So G20 summit was hosted by which city in China? Which city in China? This was the 11th G20 summit, by the way. And it was hosted by which city in China? It was hosted by Hangzhou. Okay, I hope I am pronouncing it correctly. Hangzhou. India has signed 12 agreements for cooperation in areas, defense and IT, basically information technology and defense. With which country? India has signed 12 agreements for cooperation in defense and IT with which country? This is a country, Vietnam. Small country, important country. So Hanoi is the capital, and they will surely ask who is the head of state of Vietnam. So it is Mr. Nguyen Xuan Phuc. Okay, Nguyen Xuan Phuc. This question will also be asked. Which bank has announced the launch of a mobile-based payment solution called Mobile Visa, which is called M-Visa? It is not the first bank which has announced M-Visa. A lot of banks have done it before also, but recently it was announced by which bank? For easy retail payment, M-Visa. So M-Visa announcement is done by DCB Bank. DCB Bank. It's a private sector bank. And Mobile Visa, it will scan the quick response code, which is called the QR code. Who has been elected as Indian Broadcasting Foundation's president? The new president. Who is the new president of Indian Broadcasting Foundation? So this is a direct question. You just have to mug it up. Mr. Puneet Goenka. This is a good question. Which former Indian fast bowler recently got honorary lifetime membership of Marylebone Cricket Club, and he became the 24th Indian player to get this honor. So getting a lifetime membership of Marylebone Cricket Club. Who is this Indian fast bowler who has now retired? So this is Mr. Zahir Khan. Zahir Khan. Sahitya Akademi Awards. You know that Sahitya Akademi Awards are given for 24 languages. Yes, it is one of the greatest literature awards in India, given by the government of India in 24 languages. Now you will ask me that there are only 22 official languages which are mentioned in the constitution. So how come 24? Because it is given in 22 languages, which is the official languages. Plus, it is given for English also. English is not our official language. It is not written in constitution. And the other language is Rajasthani. Rajasthani is spoken in Rajasthan, but it is not in our constitution. So these are the 24 languages, official languages for which Sahitya Akademi Awards are given. Now there is a Sahitya Akademi Award winning poet, which is called, who is called Nalinidhar Bhattacharyya. He is from which state? So in these questions, it is better you study and don't apply your brain. For example, Bhattacharya is a very common surname in Bengal, but this guy is not from Bengal. He was from Assam. So the answer is Assam. Similarly, our our news editor, famous news editor, Arnab Goswami. Now, Arnab Goswami is also a common surname in Bengal, Goswami, but he is not from Bengal. He is also from Assam. So, similarly, it is always better to train yourself. It is better to revise everything. Which minister recently released a special postage stamp to mark Mother Teresa's canonization as a saint at the Vatican? So, this was in news for a lot of reasons. Mother Teresa, this honor was given to her. This honor was bestowed upon her on her 19th death anniversary. Okay, on her 19th death anniversary, Mother Teresa was declared as a saint by a person no less than the Pope. So, Pope Francis, also called Papa Francis. Some Indians call him Papa Francis. So, Pope Francis of Argentina. He is the first Pope. Let me tell you, he is the first Pope from Argentina. He is the first Pope from the entire South America. So, these are also some of the extra things which you should know. And Pope declared Mother Teresa as a saint at the Vatican. And to honor Mother Teresa, which ministry released a postal stamp? So, this was done by the Minister of State Communications. And who is the Minister of State Communications? It is Manoj Sinha. First Nomad Film Festival is being held in which of the following Indian cities? Nomad. Who is a nomad? See, a nomad is a person who moves from place to place. He does not have a fixed house. Okay, some tribes also are nomads. They still go from place to place. In fact, there is a type of cultivation also which is called shifting cultivation. It is also called jhoom or ghum. Shifting cultivation also, people go from one place to another. They keep on burning forest and they keep on doing agriculture there, and when the soil is no more effective, then they move to another place. That is called shifting cultivation. So, these people are called nomads. So, first Nomad Film Festival was celebrated in which place? So, this was celebrated in, can you guess the answer? The answer is Delhi. And which place in Delhi? India Islamic Cultural Center. Next question. Odisha government has launched which scheme or yojana for the development of girls? So, development of girls in 3 districts of state. So, these girls are in the 14 to 24 category, and development of girls, women empowerment, 3 districts of the state. Odisha, the capital Bhubaneswar. Odisha's chief minister is Naveen Patnaik. The name of the party is Biju Janata Dal, because Biju was the founder and also the father of Naveen Patnaik, and therefore this scheme is to commemorate Biju Patnaik. The name of this scheme is kept after his name. It is called Biju Kanya. Kanya means girl. Ratna Yojana. Biju Kanya Ratna Yojana. Ratna means jewel. Yojana means scheme. Okay. Biju Kanya Ratna Yojana. There is a village called Gumthala Gadu. It has become the first wireless fidelity or Wi-Fi hotspot village in India. First Wi-Fi hotspot village in India. It is called Gumthala Gadu. It is near Pahova in which place? So, this is in Haryana, in the district of Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra is the district where the battle of Mahabharata was fought between the Kauravas and the Pandavas. And Kurukshetra has a village called Gumthala Gadu. Which of these famous persons will be honored with 37th edition of Sarala Award for Outstanding Poetry? Outstanding Poetry. Which of these will be honored with the 37th edition of Sarala Award? It's a literary award. It will be given to the outstanding poet Hrishikesh Malik. Hrishikesh Malik. Hrishikesh Malik write his poems in Odia, which is the state language of Odisha. Which of the following 2 countries ratified the 2015 Paris Agreement to cut the global greenhouse gas emission? So, this shows how weak the 2015 Paris Agreement is. These 2 countries have easily ratified it. That itself shows that it is very weak in nature. This I am talking about COP in Paris. So, these 2 countries are the biggest polluters of the world. One is 18%, other is 20%. Carbon emissions of the world are by these 2 countries, China and USA. China and USA. Sriram Balaji belongs to which sport? So Sriram Balaji was in news recently because he has won a famous tournament beating a lot of top players. And Sriram Balaji, I'll tell you the name of another person whose name they might ask. It is Shashi Kumar. So they can ask Shashi Kumar is from which sport, Sriram Balaji is from which sport. The answer is the same, it is tennis. So Sriram Balaji has recently won ITF tennis tournament beating a lot of top players. And he is right now ranked, Sriram Balaji is ranked 546 in the world. There are two species of fish which are discovered in the Pacific Ocean, which is to the left of South America, and it is the largest ocean in the world. So there are two types of fishes which are discovered here. One is a maroon fish, one is a goldfish. They are named after which Nobel Peace Prize winning person? This person will be of no use after a few months. He is the President of United States of America, Barack Obama. Which state's High Court has become the fourth state to launch the electronic stamp facility? There are three High Courts before this: Delhi, then there is Delhi, there is Himachal Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. The High Court of these three states have electronic stamp facility. But I am saying the question is which has become the fourth state after Delhi, Himachal Pradesh and Chhattisgarh to launch the electronic stamp facility. It is Rajasthan. Shram Dan movement is an initiative by the governor of which union territory? You know that the union territories, they are directly under the center. They are controlled. The constitutional head of a union territory is a lieutenant governor. Now Shram Dan movement is by Kiran Bedi, and this is Swachh Bharat mission. She has requested all the people, belonging to all the caste creed to come forward and participate in Swachh Bharat, irrespective of their caste, their financial status. That is Shram Dan movement by Kiran Bedi in Puducherry. Puducherry's chief minister is V. Narayanaswamy. V. Narayanaswamy, the minister from Karnataka originally, and he is now the chief minister of Puducherry. And Kiran Bedi is the lieutenant governor. There are only two union territories which have a chief minister. So they are exceptions, because union territories, they are not supposed to have chief minister. They are not supposed to have legislative assembly. But these two have. One is Puducherry, second is Delhi. Delhi has a chief minister, Kejriwal, and legislative assembly also. Puducherry also has a legislative assembly. Which of the following companies have adopted the EU-US Privacy Shield framework? European Union and United States Privacy Shield framework. Which companies are these? Two of these companies, they have chief executive officers who are Indians. So one is Microsoft, one is Google, and one is Salesforce. Google, Sundar Pichai, Indian. Microsoft, Satya Nadella, Indian. Both are CEOs. Which state of India has appointed Sachin Tendulkar as brand ambassador for anti-liquor campaign? So these, first I'll tell you, Bihar, liquor is banned. Gujarat, liquor is banned. Kerala, liquor is banned. So these are the three states. So the answer can be one of these three. And anti-liquor campaign, so it is in Kerala. Okay, and the Kerala, new party is there, CPIM, Left Communist Party of India, Marxist, and the chief minister is Pinarayi Vijayan, P. Vijayan. Which Indian organization has won UNESCO's Confucius Prize for Literature in 2016? For literacy, in fact, not in literature, literacy. UNESCO Confucius Prize for Literacy in 2016. Which Indian organization has won it? It is Jan Shiksha Sansthan. Jan Shiksha Sansthan. UNESCO is United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Its headquarters is in Paris. Which Formula 1 driver has won Italian Grand Prix? Before that, he won Belgian Grand Prix also. He is in form. His name is Nico Rosberg. Nico Rosberg drives Mercedes, and he is from Germany. His teammate Lewis Hamilton, he also drives Mercedes, but he is from Britain. Massa, one of the most popular Formula 1 driver, he has just announced his retirement. Which state of India has decided to develop 340 villages as horticulture villages? Okay, this was announced during the Golden Jubilee year of the state. So, Haryana, Punjab and Himachal Pradesh, they were all formed together. These three states were formed together, just like Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand and these three states. Haryana, Punjab and Himachal Pradesh, they were formed together. That means the answer has to be one of these three or Myanmar. Myanmar is a separate country, so this cannot be the answer. So the answer can be Haryana, Punjab or Himachal Pradesh. Now, which state has decided to develop 340 villages as horticulture village? What is horticulture? See, horticulture, the definition is it is the art and science of growing trees. But even if you grow fruits, you grow vegetables, you grow flowers, everything comes under horticulture. Whatever you grow comes under horticulture. It is simply the art and science of growing trees. So Haryana has decided to develop 340 villages as horticulture villages. What is Goa's state bird? I am asking this question because there is a 3-day bird festival which is being organized by Goa from November 11 to 13. From November 11 to 13, and this state bird will be the logo. So Goa state bird is bulbul. Bulbul. Sarbananda Sonowal, who is the new Chief Minister of Assam. First time ever Assam has a BJP government. The Chief Minister is Sarbananda Sonowal. He has inaugurated Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Learning Center, Resource Center, in which city? The great scientist, the great Indian Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Learning Resource Center in which city? So he has launched it in Silchar. Where in Silchar? There is a very famous college in Silchar, NIT, National Institute of Technology, Silchar. Name the Indian Olympic medalist who announced his retirement recently. So these are the options. KD Jadhav was the first Indian to win a medal at the Olympics. I am talking about individual events, not collective like hockey or any other sport. Individually, KD Jadhav was the first Indian. He won a bronze medal at the 1952 Olympics in wrestling. And Abhinav Bindra is the only Indian to win an Olympic gold medal in individual category. So the answer is Abhinav Bindra. Abhinav Bindra has announced his retirement recently. He was 4th recently in Rio Olympics and he was gold medalist in 2008 Beijing Olympics. There is a snake, okay, which is discovered recently. It is called cat-eyed snake. Its eyes like cat. Its eyes are like cat, and it is also called ghost snake species. It is of pale grey reptile. So reptile study is called herpetology, and the Mesozoic era is called the age of the reptiles. And under Mesozoic era, there were 3 eras. One was the Jurassic era where dinosaurs were there. Dinosaurs are also reptiles. Now, in which country scientists have discovered this snake? So it is Madagascar, the island of Madagascar. Which of the following state has launched country's first Aadhaar-linked exam form? See, all of these 4 states are, the cheating in exams is rampant in Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Rajasthan. But the answer is Bihar. Bihar has linked the exam form with Aadhaar card to improve transparency, reduce cheating, etc. So these were the best questions. From the first week of September. These were all prepared by me, and as a result, we have taken the copyright for these questions. Please share the videos as much as you can. And I've been bringing English videos on time. I've been doing my duty. Now you do your duty, which is to share the video as much as you can. All these videos are free of cost, so please do the needful. And during the course of the video, I asked you 2 questions. Write the answers in comments. Thank you.